Yo, what's going on, my fellow weebs? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. And this feels really weird. It's the first video I've recorded since the end of our grindathon, which was awesome, but it does feel nice to kind of go back to a little bit of the norm. But it is the first time I've opened up OBS and VTube Studio since then, so you'll have to forgive me if things seem a little bit stiff at first. I know it's only been a day, but when you go from doing something for sun up to sunset, morning to night, when you wake up to when you go to sleep for 3 weeks, and then you just don't do it for a little while, it feels a bit weird at first. Either way, another update has passed, meaning I have another update video for you guys today. But before we jump to that, if you're new here, as always, I am Chrono. I primarily cover PSO2 content. Would much appreciate a subscribe as we work our way towards that 10K mark, hopefully by the end of this year. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So here we are over in the NGS site. That's where we start these videos themselves. In case you're curious, why would I sit here and listen to this guy read me this information? You're absolutely correct. You can hop over and get it yourself, ngs.pso2.com or pso2.com/players. Scroll on down, and everything that's important usually has a little red tag here. Or if you're too lazy to do that, you just caught this video, scroll down the video description. All the important things will be in the video description itself. So all set to go. Let's go ahead and start with the update details. To start things off, we have the new solo quest against buffed ruinous enemies. So basically it's just a solo quest, and you're going up against a bunch of different ruinous enemy types. Apparently it's 1 out of 4 on a daily rotation. Interesting. So it's daily based. I'm not a huge fan of that. I wish they would just random it waivers every single time. I feel like that'd be much better. Though from a speedrun task perspective, it is nice to know exactly what boss you're going up against. However, it can get very stale, or you might just skip certain bosses on certain days. We also have limited tasks, and of course the get outfits tasks are eligible for this. So if you were someone who didn't like the LTQ beforehand and you didn't want to run it a bunch of times, I'd imagine this is a bit more efficient for running it. I'm pretty sure you could probably kill these really quickly. At least it's only killing one boss you have to fight up against instead of like running through an entire quest. Granted, we were going through those quests, or the daily quests, in about 4 to 5 minutes. So it was pretty quick. However, overall, for some people, they may not have been able to go through it with a group or anything like that. They can get through them very quickly. So maybe doing this solo is a little easier for you. That's going to be it for the update details. We also do have a Black Friday campaign going on for AC. So with that, we have, actually curious, Black Friday gifts. Interesting. Hold on. I didn't realize this was a thing. 60% or 60 star gems, Mars updaters, NX cubes, scratch card vouchers, enhanced success rates, and demios, and augmentation success rates. There's one time in both. Sorry, it's possible to receive the same gift one time only in both first and second parts of the event. So it's just they give this to you just for the sake of giving it. So on the 20th we get one, and on the 26th. Okay, cool. Out of all this, star gems, NX cubes, less farming that I have to go through. The scratch card vouchers are kind of cool too. Available in the AC shop at half price, or half price premium rare and rare drop sets. So for 30 days, 1200 AC. Is that really half price? 30 day, hang on, half price premium and rare drop sets. I guess if you put the both of them together, it's half price. But like, I've still always said this is too few, and augmentations, transfer pass vouchers to even consider purchasing these for. And it is just the bonus, so it is what it is. But that's kind of a lame Black Friday sale, to be perfectly honest. I'm pretty sure they talked about doing like a half off sale for the $20 AC pack. Just sure it's just not come up yet. I'm not sure if they changed their mind on that or anything along those lines, but this is kind of a lame sale, to be perfectly honest. I wouldn't recommend. Well, I guess if you are buying premium or you need to purchase premium, this is totally fine. These are basically just extra bonuses you get along buying premium is how I would look at this. It's like, hey, you get your 30 days of premium, cool, but you also get the rare drop rate and dry boosters and augmentation transfer pass vouchers, which you can just stack up. Just anytime you have the opportunity to get a hold of these and it's not going to cost you anything extra. For example, if you are just farming them or farming your dailies and things of that sort, go ahead and get your transfer pass vouchers. And this is a big thing for people that are always like, hey, I don't have enough of these. Take advantage of them. If you buy premium and maybe you already purchased your premium or whatever, and you're like, oh, I don't have to buy premium until like the 4th or whatever, it doesn't matter. You're gonna buy premium on the 4th or the 5th, just buy it now, get it taken care of now, get a hold of these extra bonuses. You can either stack it up or you can just hold on to it until your premium runs out. If you're someone who doesn't have premium all the time, if you're someone who keeps your premium for, just set it aside for when you need it. You can hit these in your inventory and you're good to go. But if you don't buy premium, don't worry too much about it. You don't need to push yourself into doing something like that. You can definitely play the game completely free. They're adding some things into the NPC item collection SG Scratch. I don't know what this even is, so let's find out for you guys. One sec. So it looks like it's Monica's stuff basically that's being added in. We got Monica's outfit, as well as the newer version of Monica's hair. It's likely what we're looking at here. I probably should have guessed based on the fact that it was new Monica hairstyle, but I had no idea I was gonna make that assumption. So either way, that's being added into the SG Scratch NPC, or the SG Scratch Ticket NPC item collection. Don't know why I can't say these things most of the time. It feels like a mouthful. But that's not being done until the 4th, by the way. So the 4th of next month. Keep that in mind. As always, we have the PSO2 Day Celebration. So we have the 1st and 21st. 21st is coming up, so that one starts tomorrow. We have all these wonderful bonuses, as we said beforehand. These unfortunately have essentially replaced the previous bonuses that existed or that were going on. Granted, they said that they were merging them, but this day that has not happened. It looks like it has been a full replacement. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and stick with. Overall, it still is a buff. It's just not as big of a buff as it could have been, and it does push it in the side of SG instead of the side of just tickets themselves directly, which the tickets would have been a little easier for people to understand, as opposed to SG. SG just gets spent way too easily for most players, but it is what it is. Not a big deal in my opinion, at the very least. Just doesn't look as good as it could have looked. It's not as big of a win as it could have been, essentially. But as is per usual, we have all of the bonuses we get. We get extra bonuses for being premium. So if you are a premium player, you can take advantage of that as well. You also have an exclusive item set sale on AC, which I still wouldn't recommend personally. It's not really something that's worth putting your money into. Not super expensive or anything along those lines. It's just nothing that's too crazy. I mean, you've got, this is different. Enhancement experience, 500K. Interesting. Okay, so it makes it a little bit easier for you to like enhance stuff. So it's pretty cool. So you have your End Scratch patch vouchers. You have enhancement success rates. Okay, hold on. This is different. This might feel a bit worth. Maybe I overlooked this before. I'm not 100% sure if this has changed. I overlooked this, but for 800 AC, the guaranteed fix a level 3 if you don't have one is not terrible, especially if you haven't scratched and been able to collect any from the other scratches. Granted, these are available in some of the free scratches, but let's say you might have missed those or anything like that. You're coming back around to catch up. This has got some value in it. You got an augmentation transfer pass voucher 4s. You have a preset skill substitute level 2. This can be purchased, what, multiple times or once? I believe, doesn't say exactly. I'll look in game and see exactly how much or how many times you can purchase this, but like picking up 4 of these, 1 for your weapon and then 1 for each of your armors. Granted, it's a little steep, 4 of them for 8. Oh yeah, purchase limit 5. There we go. I'm blind. If you're someone who invests money into your game like that, and you're someone who's behind and you're trying to catch up really, really quickly, picking this up, 1 for your weapon and 1 for each of your armors, is not a bad choice. Granted, it's not expensive to get to fix a level 3 these days, but if you have like no resources whatsoever and you're still trying to catch back up and everything like that, these enhancement bonuses or the enhancement experiences, and I'm going to transfer pass vouchers, success rates, the augment success rates as well, like all this stuff is actually pretty solid. So first time I've seen a pack like this feel like it's actually been worth it. And that's pretty much it when it comes to PSO2 Day. We also have the headline. So the headline's pretty interesting. It's going to be on Friday as opposed to the usual Tuesday. It'll be on November 29th, likely due to the holidays and things of that sort. We also have some information here, which, I mean, this could just mean that they're going to show off something card related. This could mean that they're going to show off, or that they just wanted to go with this specific picture. It could mean nothing. Who really knows? We scroll on down. We've got, this time we got updates and videos showing what's ahead for PS2 New Genesis version 2 in December, including info on an upcoming collab. In addition, we'll be sharing sneak peek information of the first update of 2025. Finally, get the answers to your comments and questions, as well as a message from the development team during Operation Report segment, or during the Operation Report segment. Now, keep in mind, for December to January, we have this section here. We've got new high difficulty solo quests, a limited time quest, limited time nameless city exploration expansion. Don't know why that's limited time, but we'll have to see how that's all about. Limited time urgent quest, tech cards customization expansion, force expansion, new cards, and then game from another company. So here's the thing. There's a good chance a lot of this stuff is December, and then specifically the new type of high difficulty solo quest is what they're alluding to here. as the first update of 2025, be alluding to that specifically here. That's what they could be talking about. Or alternatively, most of these things are in December, or most of these things are in December, and like the limited time stuff is in January. And they could be talking about a new type of expansion coming out for the game itself for December, taking a look at that new update. I'm going to think more the former than the latter, just to err on the side of caution, really. But it's worth understanding that there's a possibility of either one. They've done both of these things beforehand, so it's not like they haven't done this before to us, where, you know, we kind of assume it's going to be one thing and then out of nowhere something just pops up and it's kind of wild a little bit. We do have the NGS anniversary, so that could be like a big part of what's happening in December, moving into January, but we'll have to see. Just keep in mind that high difficulty solo quest, something they're really banking on. They know a lot of people really enjoyed these fights, or this fight specifically. A lot of people enjoyed this specific boss and the stuff that came along with it for completing it multiple times and leveling up. And keep in mind that if we go back to the update information, completing a quest unlocks the rank or the next rank with increased enemy buffs in each rank up to 3 ranks. That's something that existed in this previous quest that was out. Let me see. It was on base PSO2. This was a masquerade thing. He leveled up from 1 all the way to 999. So they could be testing that feature, with this quest and then pushing it out when this comes around. So we'll have to see how that works out. Honestly, I'm excited to see what they decide to do with this, but we'll tackle it as soon as it releases. All right, here we are in game. Let's take a look around here really quick. Make sure we haven't missed anything. Pop up here and take a look at campaign items. We can see that, yes, this was just a gift that we get for Black Friday. So pretty solid. Do like those. Our usual tickets. Yep, nothing too crazy there. Limited time tasks. So we do have some new limited time tasks, meaning there's new outfits involved. So we have Star Gems, Hollow's Hair, Flappy Butterflies Red, interesting. Add preset skill level 1. Phoenix Scarf. Oh, the scarf came back. Okay, so this is part of the reason why I never hold on to these things. Enhanced success rate plus 100%. Pure Hermit Fox V2, or Pure Wind Hermit Fox V2. And Pure Wind Hermit Fox V2 again with Hollow's Hair. So pretty solid. And of course, if you complete it, 20 times, an extra 500k for yourself. So a bit of money involved with that as well. Weeklies are looking pretty standard. Let's go ahead and take a look at the new limited time quest really quick and see what the rewards are looking like from there. I also believe there should be a new augment or a new shop as well. Take a look really quick. How Finale drops from there directly, it looks like. Nope, still Weapon Badge A's. I thought the Weapon Badge B shop was coming out, so that might not be until the next limited time quest. It's supposed to be a bit harder. Evil Volt. I kind of never can pronounce this name. An Advance along with Weapon Badge A's, and we'll just double check to make sure, because last time the shop came out, well, no, it came out because it was available to get those badges with urgent quests. We just didn't realize that was going to work that way. But we'll take a look at the shop just in case to make sure that we're not missing anything here. We've got the Weapon Badge shop way down here, and it is still as it is. Unfortunately, it's still capped 5 per account. So we're going to have to go ahead and work on getting those taken care of. We should be able to farm out the rest of those pretty easily, meaning that if you haven't already gotten your, let me see real quick here. If you haven't already gotten your Luxal Finales and Grand Gladiosouls, these are about to crash super hard. Because the people that hadn't, done this enough to farm these to get these super low, they're going to be able to do it very easily now with limited time quests. So it should be pretty easy to get a hold of. I'm gonna do one quick pass through to make sure I haven't missed anything, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. One last quick note that I forgot to mention: this week's ARCS record is Altar's Rush solo, and if you're curious where that's at, it is the tower, the north one in Helio. So in case you're someone who doesn't always do your ARCS records, I highly recommend at least run through it whenever it's up. Get yourself through your badges every week. That way you can go ahead and spend those on getting your weekly star gems. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Even if you don't feel like you're super geared or really want to try hard at this, just run it at all base and you'll still at least get the consolation prize of participating. So definitely worth your time. But that pretty much brings us to the end of our video today. Like if you enjoyed the video, if you want to keep up with more, as always, thank you to the channel members. You guys are fantastic and I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, my friends. Peace out.